It's a quick showcase of the direct refab system and the BMS transpiler I'm making, Black Mesa source transpiler. You can see here that we have Glock meta.bmst. If we open this up, you can see that this file contains metadata in a VMF format on how to replace the weapon Glock. Currently, it's very simple. It's literally just renaming it to weapon pistol, and the game will recognize that. If we make a copy of this file and call it a shotgun meta, and we figure out what the shotgun name is, and we can figure it out because in the logs of the transpiler, it'll tell us everything that it couldn't transpile because it didn't have a valid refab for it. And I actually don't know if the shotgun is one. There's ammo shotgun, item weapon shotgun. Here we go. So now we can copy item weapon shotgun from here. Go here. Let me open this up. God, I hate Windows. I wish I could do this on Linux. And we just paste it there. So this is what item it's replacing, and what is it replacing it with. So the way there's many ways to figure this out. I have the source class names here. This is necessary for the transpiler in another part to figure out, what it is. And I'm going to search like shotgun, weapon underscore shotgun. So place this with weapon underscore shotgun. So now the metadata file is done, but we need to tell the computer how to find it. And so replace name is actually a bit redundant because that's also here. So if you paste item weapon shotgun, now we just need to place the refab file, and it's shotgun underscore meta to BMST, and BMST stands for Black Mesa Source Transpiler. Cool. Now that we have all these saved, if we go ahead and rerun the transpiler, you can see here we can check for any errors, which I don't think we got any. You can see here item weapon shotgun was transpiled at these points, and I don't know why it prints 1. Probably forgot a debug statement somewhere. Now if we close that and we reopen the file, well, reopen, it's a newly transpiled file. Take your time, it's fine. I have all day. Finally. Okay, you can see here. there's a shotgun. I believe there was a shotgun in here. I'm not exactly sure. We can go to map, entity report, and search for it. And now I'll press enter. Here, go to. Just want it over here. Why do they have it placed like that? That's not me. That's Black Mesa. I don't know why they did that. You go to this one. Huh. Yeah, there was. It was right in front of me. I just couldn't see it because I'm blind. And then, of course, the one. What the fuck, dude? This guy. And this could be this could be done for anything. Let's do one more. Let's do item crate. This doesn't work, at least in the current version of source. So, and I know actually real quick that is indeed in the source class names file. Item crate. Well, that's a problem. Oh, I know why. Oh yeah, that makes sense. For now, we can't do that because there's a slight issue with the transpiler. Some of you may have already guessed it. But that is the basics of how the direct refabrication mode works on the transpiler. It can convert anything that already exists as one class into a substitute that is also one class while changing any of its properties. You didn't see it because I didn't showcase it, or I haven't even made it yet. But there's another field called overrides, or just override, and this contains overrides for its attributes. So basically, I can override any of the attributes. For example, like I actually could have a name in here. I would have done class name and then weapon pistol. That would override the class name attribute, and I could do that for the origin even. Eventually, there's going to be some operators. For example, I could do like org plus 234 233 233, and the transpiler would perform the math and convert this into what it properly is. I'm still not exactly sure. It's gonna have to be some like it's like regex type system where I put some like math parser information that the parser then can parse. You know, it's its job. But also another more important thing is there's going to be a connections block, and the connections block is responsible for replacing connections. So there's going to be an out block in here and an in block. And unlike other things, it needs to replace both. In the actual VMF file, all connections are only expressed as out connections, because if you only express out connections, then you can express all connections, because that's just, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. But one of the virtues we have is that the refab system runs before the connection system. It actually runs during the entity check. And one of the reasons why I do that is because it itself does not check for entities. The connections stuff this is handled during the connections pass, obviously. And the data from here is sent to the connections module. Or it would be more fair to call it like a singleton, kind of. If you're saying object-oriented, it's a singleton. If you're not saying object-oriented, then it's a module. Okay, I think that's fair. But basically, yeah, there's like on trigger, for example. On here is going to be a full string of something like on trigger, comma, this, that, 2, or -1. And then that will be, the replacement will be here. So it's basic stuff like that. It's going to have some complicated features because connections are very varied. So that's the basis of it for now.